Hey guys, how's it going? Running here and welcome back you guys to another NSTL video. This is week number 7. This week we are up against Monster and the Atlanta Alvians. So make sure you check out their link in the description down below. A pretty good matchup this week for us. Going into it, I had a few mons that can deal some right damage and pain towards him. But then he also has some very quick, powerful mons to strike back at me. So let's quickly go through his team before we go into the team builder. I've got them all written down here. So he's got the Tapu Fini, the Megalatios, the Lucario, Tangrowth, Raikou, Swellow, Victini, Umbreon, and Hooper. Now straight away, Tapu Fini is bulky as shit, Megalatios is scary, Lucario is powerful, Tangrowth is bulk, Raikou's quick as fuck, Swellow's quick as fuck, no one likes a boom burst from a fucking choice spec Swellow. Victini is fucking solid, Umbreon is dirty bulk, and Hooper can be very painful. So straight away, a very half-full team. So looking into this, there were certain things that we needed to make sure. The setup and the team, I would say, swapped multiple times over the 3 days that I was doing the team build for it. And I just I'm happy with what we finally went for. So let me kick off with Salamence first. We got my boy this week, GOAT, because he is the greatest of all time. We've gone with a bulky Dragon Dance Yachi Berry set this week. He's able to be Adamant Nature, that much speed at +1. I outspeed everything that isn't Scarfed, so I outspeed everything but his Scarfer. Moxie to be able to sweep late game. I set up 1 and it's all good. Dragon Dance, Outrage, Thunderfang, Earthquake. Outrage, if Tapu Fini's gone, literally bops everything at +1. Maybe the Tangrowth can tank 1, but can't really do much back. Perhaps maybe HP Ice, which is why the Yachi's there. Thunderfang can hit Tapu Fini in case I can set up, it goes in and it's at enough HP where Thunderfang can kill it, which would be lovely. And Earthquake hit things like the Lucario, then the Victini and the Raikou, even though an Outrage, I don't think, the only thing that would probably might live one is a defensive Lucario, but I very doubt he'd bring a defensive Lucario. So yes, a very end of game sweepy Salamence this week, which I'm hoping to do one time this season. I want Salamence to be able to sweep. That'd be fantastic. Next up, we've gone physically defensive Jirachi with the Okaberry. Enough speed to outspeed, what is that outspeed? 129. That outspeeds the Umbreon, yes. Enough speed to outspeed the Umbreon in case. Physically defensive. Stealth Rock, U-Turn, Healing Wish, Ice Punch. I've gone with a more bulky Sweet Cheese set this week. Basically, his job this week is to set up rocks and to just use initiative with U-Turn best I can. Healing Wish is there in case I need to switch it in. Kill it, sacrifice himself to heal up someone that maybe be able to late game sweep. Ice Punch just in case the Megalatus is there, because Megalatus can't really do much to me, and also the Swellow. And we've got the Okaberry because in case the Swellow is there, it goes for Heat Wave, I can tank a Heat Wave, Ice Punch, and absolutely just fucking bop it. Even though we've gone with a minus, I've just realised I've gone with a minus attacking nature this week, instead of a minus special attacking nature this week. Oh, mate, that would have been so useful. Oh, for fuck's sake, I did the oh, fuck me, I'm terrible at Pokemon battling. I should have been impish this week, and for some reason... Okay, that's fine. In the long run, I will say, it doesn't matter. Janmei is up this week. The Choice Band, Mienshao, we've gone Choice Band this week. I'm expecting him to think that I'm Scarfed. Which is why I've gone banned this week, because literally I punch motherfucking holes in everything with a Choice Band. High Jump Kick absolutely bops the Lucario, the Raikou, the Swellow, the Umbreon, and the Hooper. U-Turn bops the Hooper, the Umbreon, does a good amount of damage to Tangrowth and Megalati. Poison Jab wallops the Tapu Fini, the Tangrowth. And Knockoff absolutely annihilates the Hooper, the Victini, the Megalati as well. So I can just come in and click something that's going to do a lot of damage basically with Mienshao and just go and squash something with it. Next up, of course, we got Kachow, who I'm just realising that I've bought Thundurus and Incineroar every week so far. I really need to learn how to use Incineroar properly, to be honest. So we got Kachow, Thunder Stim, Life Orb this week, Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, Sludge Wave, and Focus Blast. Thunderbolt bops Tapu Fini and Swellow. Dark Pulse deals with Megalati and Victini. Sludge Wave hits Tangrowth because it will be his switching every time. And Focus Blast deals with the Lucario, Umbreon, and Hooper. So, yes. Max Speed, 168 to outspeed Max Speed Victini, which of course is base 100, so I need to go max speed to be able to outspeed Victini. Max HP for max special attack, sorry, 4 HP. So just your basic stuff for a offensive Thunderous this week. Next up, we got Choice Scarfed Incineroar this week. Basically, I'm max speed. I outspeed everything but max speed Swellow, which is kind of annoying. I have Thunder Punch, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, Knockoff. Thunder Punch hits Feeny, Swellow. Earthquake bops Lucario, Raikou, Victini. Flare Blitz bops Tangrowth, and Knockoff hits Hooper, Victini, and just a stab Knockoff really just hurts things. Intimidates there. It's nice in case he's got like physical Victini or possibly Lucario as well. Even though Lucario is probably not my switching, considering it's a fucking Lucario and Dark type. But hey ho, you'll see that was probably foreshadowing something in the battle. Next we have, or finally should I say, we have Snack. Superior, Assault Vest Superior does work against this team really well actually. Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, HP Fire, Dragon Pulse. Leaf Storm allows me to set up, of course, Giga Drain, HP back, HP Fire, hits Tangrowth, Lucario, and just everything kind of well. Dragon Pulse hits Mega Lati, which is kind of his thing to wall me. I can set up on the Tapu Fini and the Tangrowth, even though it is a grass type, it can't really do much back. HP Ices are really it's going to do, and that's why I've got Assault Vest. A max HP, max special attack to do as much damage as humanly possible, no speed investment. That's why I've got the Giga Drain, because I won't be outspeeding, but if it does hit me, I can just Giga Drain all that HP back if I'm set up for another possible sweep. So yeah, we got Salamence, Flinches. So if you have been following this, you noticed that our Jirachi's name has changed. Basically, the reason behind it is a funny story. We were prepping. It was me and Gray this week prepping. I probably won't be able to prep with him next week because I'm actually facing his girlfriend, which would be a bit impartial. So I might have to ask Jack. And I turned around and said about bringing just max flinch as much as possible. Because the original set we had on this was something like Iron Head, Heart Stamp, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, fully offensive Jirachi. And I spelt flinches in the chat, and I spelt it like that as flinches, and we both just saw the punch straight away as like a James Bond. My name's Ches, flinches. It just stuck. We were creased up, so we've changed his name to flinches. If anyone can draw me a James Bond Jirachi, that'd be incredible. And has his name as Flinches. My really punny humour is just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So that is the team. Let's move on to the battle where we see this man has brought Lucario, Feeny, Swellow, Lati, Tangrowth, Victini. The only thing I didn't expect was the Lati, to be fair. The thing we expected instead of the Lati was the Raikou. But we predicted this team minus the Lati and Raikou instead, so we were fairly on point with what we knew he was going to bring, which is good on my part because it means I prepped well. My lead going into this was Thundy, just because I knew his lead was going to be Swellow, and he can't risk me being Scarfed, because if he's Scarfed and outspeeds, a Boom Burst doesn't kill me, where Specs does. So if he is Scarfed and he stays in and clicks Boom Burst, I click Thunderbolt and kill him. If he's Scarfed and clicks Boom Burst, I just said that. If he's if he's Specs and I'm Scarf, I outspeed, Thunderbolt kills him. So my lead all day every day was Thundy. Unfortunately, because I'm Life Orb, he's going to realise first turn that I'm not Scarfed. But that's not too much of a big deal. So I do lead with Thundy, and he does lead with the Swellow. So like I said, he can't predict, so he goes straight into Tango. I wish I clicked Sludge Wave there, to be fair. I do just click the Thunderbolt. It does 19%. That's doing absolutely bugger all. My switching to here is Flinches or my Jirachi, just to see what he's going to do. He goes for the knockoff, which was a good play on his part, to be fair. Knocks off my Ockerberry. Doesn't do too much, so I can tell this is going to be defensive. I basically click the U-turn just to get a bit of initiative onto this Victini as I go into Incineroar, because I absolutely wall this fucking thing. As he goes into the Tapu Fini, I clicked the knockoff just to knock off whatever items, and I knock off the lefties for the Fini, which is nice. I am Scarfed, so I need to switch out. I go back into Jirachi because I can tank a Moonblast like all hell. So that only does 15 damage. I'm going to set up rocks here because I know he's going to switch out. So that's a free turn for my rocks, which is nice. I'm just going to see what he does here. So I go back into Incineroar. Stupid player, should not have gone into Incineroar. He was laughing his ass off at that. He clicks close combat, gets me back to 9. Incineroar is useless now, so I literally, I don't want to take anything. I say misclick, I didn't. I just wanted to say that that was just completely a bad play on my part. I go into Salamence here because I feel like I can do a bit of damage with. I can set up a DD here. Maybe I'm a bit too cautious. Maybe I know that setting up is. So I do set up a DD. I go for the Thunder Fang and hit. A Moonblast kills me here, but he goes for the Haze and gets rid of my stats. Pretty good bring on his part. I actually click Thunder Fang again. I get rid of the Feeny. That's a massive threat gone. I now know that late game Salamence can sweep. As I get the Moxie up, he goes into his Lati. I know this outspeed, so a Draco will fucking really hurt. Actually, he Mega Evolves and goes for an Ice Beam, which was a good plan on his part. So good for me going into Jirachi. It literally walls this thing all day, every day. As he goes back into Lucario, once again I get some nice initiative, just clicking the U-turn whenever I need to. And I go into Thunderous just to see what this thing can actually do to me. He goes back into, he goes into the Tangrowth now. As I go for the Thunderbolt. I've got no reason not to click Sludge Wave here. If he goes back into the Lucario, that's fine. I click Sludge Wave, do a massive chunk to him as he goes for the HP Ice, which only does 41%. And he actually sacks. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he sacks off his Tangrowth here. I actually go for the Focus Blast, predicting the Lucario. I miss, focus miss, ha 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 ha. Very funny. I literally click Dark Pulse, the outspeed, do 79% to him. He doesn't do anything. He clicks Calm Mind. He forgot that Dark Pulse was a thing. And I kill this thing. I'm guessing he was expecting me to switch out and save this thing, but I kill the Mega Lati with Thunderous, which was lovely. He goes into Swallow, clicks Boom Burst and kills me here, which is fine. So yeah, great job there. That's when I go into Salamence. He switches into the Lucario. I'm guessing he has Ice Punch. I know by now it's his Scarfer because he outspeeds at +1. The Yachi Berry comes in clutch. I click Dragon Dance. If this thing dies, I kill everything. Boom. Lucario goes down. I'm now at +2. I outspeed everything. Victini comes in. I click Earthquake. It dies. Salamence get 2 kills. Actually, no, that's his third because he killed Tapu Fini. Swallow comes in. I outspeed. I click Outrage. He dies again. It's only the first turn of Outrage, which means that the Tangrowth comes in. Even after Regenerator, I'm at +3 Salamence. And Outrage kills, and we sweep with my boy. Finally, I managed to fucking sweep with Salamence. I was literally, after this game, fucking shaking my ass like, yes! Fucking have that! 4-0 victory this week. Really good. Going after last week's 6-0 loss, I really needed to boost me up for this league. I was sort of just like, it's getting a bit fucking silly now. 4-0 victory. Superior Mienshao didn't even touch the field. I think that's the first battle I've ever played where I've won and 2 of my mons, or even 1 of my mons, didn't even touch the field. Mienshao and Superior didn't do a damn fucking thing. So Jirachi played brilliantly. So I gave MVP to Salamence for the sweep. Jirachi played its part brilliantly with just U-turn initiative was really well. Incineroar was a sack I maybe could have avoided. I don't know, a CC really just hurt. I guess my my switch into a CC was definitely was thunderous, but hindsight's 50-50. And then I feel like I played Salamence brilliantly. Maybe I got lucky that he didn't click the Moonblast originally on Tapu Fini. I sort of played offensively, thinking that because I went for the second Thunder Fang after it didn't kill, because I had a feeling that he would predict me to go out into something that would take a Moonblast and him not click Moonblast and not kill me, which is why I just played offensively and went for it, and why he clicked. Basically, I played hyper offensive and it worked. But yeah, so we go off a 4-0 win. GG to Monster. He's not had the best start to the season since he took over as coach, actually. But that was brilliant prep on mine and Jack's part. Shout out to Gray. The original set for Salamence we had was Fly EMZ because nothing took it at all. Maybe, like I said, defensively Lucario took it. But basically, it was just a kill Tapu Fini early game and then just sort of like sweep after a DD. But he actually ended up being the so much better play since he was Scarf Lucario. I tanked the hit, and because of that HP investment, I tanked it like an absolute fucking champ. It only did 50 to me. The Earthquake just absolutely bops him because I'm +1, gets a +2, +3, blah 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 blah, and the sweep is on. And Salamence is a fucking boy, and his differential goes up. So that is going to be it for this week, you guys. If you have enjoyed, make sure the like button down below for me. Subscribe if you are new. Next week we are going up against Ellie, Popular Charlie. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've known Ellie for multiple years now. Like I say, Gray is her other half, so I'm in contact with them guys a lot. So I'm really looking forward to my battle with Ellie next week. Just because I feel like it'd be memes, I might say to her, if she brings Carvana, I'll bring Spinder, just for shits and gigs. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm really scared of fucking that, to be fair, I'm really scared of that Carvana. Because it can do the fucking work to me. So yeah, we'll see. But like I said, if you have enjoyed, make sure the like button, etc, etc. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace!